At some point in my school journey, I grew my CGPA to a 4.86, but I would have sincerely had a higher first class than I have right now if I had followed the tips I'm going to be sharing in this video. So here are four major tips that I would sincerely give my 100 level self if I could start growing my CGPA all over again. And I think that anybody in any level can use these tips to grow their CGPA to whatever level that they want it to be. So anyways, let's get into it. So the first tip sincerely has to do with asking yourself three specific questions. And the second one is one that actually made my CGPA to go down. So the first one is simply, are you ready to do what it takes to actually grow your CGPA? Because when you're starting the semester, it's all nice and cute. Everybody's like, yeah, we're getting that first class this time. Yeah, we're getting that 5.0. But most times we never come to terms with the fact that there's a lot to be done, and that are we actually ready to go through that stuff to actually get ourselves to where we need to be sure that you actually get the CGPA you want. Because once you answer that question, every single step you take from that moment on will be aligned with that vision that you have. And the second one is simply that, where does your focus lie? This was the one that really dealt with me in my 200 level second semester. And there's something that my pastor used to always say.
Every focused man or woman is a terror to the kingdom of God. If the devil wants to slow you down, it just breaks your focus.
So you need to really sit down and list out your priorities, list out what you're focusing on at that moment. Not that at the end of the semester you not sit down and start wondering, oh, what happened? Where did my time go to? Because it was the time when I was praying, I received that your time allocation is simply as a result of your prioritization slash focus. So if you're going to give your academics the amount of time it will take for you to grow your CGPA, you will actually need to find out where is your focus and how can I redirect this my focus towards my CGPA. And the third one is simply that, are you going to give it all it takes to actually grow your GPA? I'm going to just leave this video in a little bit of silence for a few seconds. No, seriously, actually answer yourself. Are you actually going to do what it takes? So if you are going to do that, if you're willing to do that, and I think that question is a yes. So that means we can move on with this video. Because if you're not interested, there's no point in you watching the rest of this. So the first one simply has to do with the foundation. And that brings me on to the Bible verse of this particular video. And it says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? And so these foundations are divided into two. The foundations you have before every semester and the foundations you have in your 100 level. And I'm going to start with the foundations you have in your 100 level. If you're watching this video in your 100 level, you don't even know how lucky you are. You know that you always hear it in all these videos, all these TikToks, that build your GPA in your 100 level, blah, 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 blah. And there's a good reason why they say it is because it is much easier for your GPA to fall than for your GPA to grow. And once your GPA already has that solid foundation in your 100, 200 level, believe me, it will take a whole lot more things to shift your GPA than it will take if you fail in your 100 level. So try your best to set the foundation aright in your 100 level and reduce your level of frustration. The second one has to do with setting the foundation for your semester. So you need to go over your last semester. Okay, what carryovers are there? What courses am I doing this semester? What are the things that I will need to overcome and do so that my CGPA can actually grow? Okay, this is the timetable I have. If I put my carryover courses into this timetable as well, what time do I have left to read? What time do I have left to do assignments? What time do I have left for group projects and all those things? And you might not even have carryovers. So what you're just simply looking at is, okay, these are the subjects I have this semester. This is what I need to do. This is the minimum grade that I need to have in each of these subjects if I want to get a first class. And a way you can actually also simply do this is using this GPA calculator that somebody in my school made. So what you're going to just simply do is put in all your subjects into the columns, put in the grades and everything, and just keep doing it in such a way that until you grade, okay, this is the minimum grade I need to have in all these subjects for me to have that first class. I'll be leaving a link in the description to the GPA calculator. And thank you to the person in Covenant University that actually made this. This is so nice. So the next thing you simply need to do is, what things do I need to do to actually help me to grow my CGPA? And I'm going to get on to a second question after this that most people usually don't think about. And so in your preparation to activities, you need to start thinking, okay, what did I used to do before? Before I'll buy one hot food like this after I come back from class and I'll end up sleeping to the next day. Okay, that means that I need to start buying food that will increase my energy for me to read in the evening. Okay, I used to sleep very late by like 2 a.m. and I end up missing my 8 a.m. classes. Oh, that means I should probably start sleeping a little bit earlier, maybe by like 12 or so I can wake up earlier for my classes. Just thinking about the things that you should actually do, that will actually help your success. It's going to help you so much in increasing your GPA, grow your GPA. And if you need a little bit more help in actually understanding what to do about this, I made a worksheet a few videos ago that you can simply answer below in the description that will actually help you to plan your semester much more effectively. And the next one is a question that most people don't ask is, what do I need to stop doing? Because it's very, very easy to plan, oh, this is what I need to do. I need to get into that, vibe. I need to become that girl and all that kind of stuff. But there are also the things you need to stop doing. You need to stop. This is pretty lecturers. You need to stop not doing assignments. You need to stop not coming for classes. You need to stop coming late for tests. It's always the small things, the little things that don't look like as if they're that serious, that end up being the things that are very, very serious. It's always that one class that somebody will miss, that it will be the place where they will do the test that's worth 30 marks. It's always those ones. So avoid doing the things that over time will accumulate. The second one is simply routine operations. These routine operations are the things that in the industry we do every single day to keep our equipment and our stuff up to date. And for a student, your routine operations relies on your daily activities, your weekly activities, and your exam activities. So your daily activities can look something like reading at least 30 minutes every day. You might not even be reading 30 minutes every day, but doing something every day for at least 30 minutes that will move your academic life forward. It might just be an assignment. It might just be watching a particular video to help you to understand a concept better. It might just be meeting somebody up for a little study session. It doesn't have to be too serious, but make sure that a day does not pass where you don't do something to move your academic life forward. That brings me on to weekly activities. And with these weekly activities, I have to actually just simply do it. What you do on the weekends, what you do overall, summarizing your academic activities for the week. At the end of your week, you need to go over, okay, all your notes, not like reading themselves, just to check through. Did I have any assignments? Whenever you're having a class, just write it somewhere on the page, assignment. So that when you're going over your notes, you see, oh, I have an assignment, oh, it's due tomorrow, it's due on Monday, it's due this day. And then you can quickly do it during the weekend and make sure you stay up to date with all your assignments. And even if the assignment is like 2 weeks away, there's nothing wrong with doing the assignments early. The second thing you should do from a week to week basis is tracking. And I learned this from someone very recently, and this is just simply tracking, okay, how well did I do this week in terms of my academic activity? This was something I was doing a little bit more this past semester, especially in my first few weeks, to install the new habits that I wanted to do to get a better result. So you just sit down any random day after the week has passed. What did I do well in this week? What did I not do well in this week? And what can I do better in this week to improve on what I did not do well? It's very, very simple. Evaluating, that's all it simply is. Evaluating what you've done over the past few weeks that was involved in your academic life and seeing what you can do better in the upcoming weeks to ensure that you actually do better. And this next routine operation happens to be your exam activities. During your exam activities, because you're working a lot and all that, you're definitely going to be feeling much more hungry. You're going to be feeling much more tired. So you cannot just be eating random things, doing random things, or sleeping at random times. You need to plan your eating, your sleeping, and your reading strategically in order for you to get the results that you deserve. So planning your exam activities can simply look like, okay, I know that I have 8 a.m. paper tomorrow. So that means I know I should be sleeping by 12 and at least waking up by 5 so that I can read a little bit more. Most people, they don't like sleeping the night for 8 exams, but sincerely, I don't advise it. Just simply planning your life around your exam in such a way that can also help your health and help your academics as well. That kind of thing. So in relation now to your reading, you know that, okay, I have exam tomorrow by 8 a.m. and the day before the 8 a.m. paper, I have a free day. Don't be foolish now. Why would you sleep through the whole day when you know you have an 8 a.m. paper the next day? You're supposed to use that day and that you have as a free day to read so that you'll be able to at least rest a little bit in the evening, making you more refreshed and helping you to actually retain what you read, because sleep actually facilitates muscle memory and memory as well. That will actually help you to remember the things in your exam. That's why a lot of people that I've happened to talk to, they say that, oh, they stayed up all night and then they got to exam hall and they have blackout. It's no surprise, because actually sleeping helps you to retain that thing that you're thinking about so that you can actually do better in your exams. And so this next one happens to be called post-production operations. These are things that you do in the industry after you're done with all your operations and everything to ensure that you maintain the equipment and ensure that things are actually done well. And in relation to you being a student, your production operations are simply things like your tracking. Even though I know I already included it in your production operations, this your tracking is also a part of your post-production activities. There was something that I did before my exam last semester, is that I did a table in Google Docs and I wrote out all the courses I did last semester, and I wrote down all the mistakes and all the good things that I did in that particular course, especially during my exams. And so this helped me to understand what I shouldn't do during my current exams that time, and helped me to do a whole lot better. So this tracking just simply having to do with you evaluating what you should and you shouldn't do, that actually help you to realign your activities in such a way that aligns with the academic self you want to be. And then next one is simply visualization. you know this was something that I think I've learned a little bit from Tamkon. I learned a little bit from the Bible as well. And as far as you can see is as far as you can go. So you cannot be seeing that, oh, you fail this course and you have A. It's not jazz. It's not jazz. So you need to constantly visualize where you want to be in your academic journey, and then that visualization will help you to act in more alignment to that place you want to be, because you will feel excited when you think of how your mom will smile when she sees your results. All the gifts and the things they will shower you with, like, wow, well done, and all that, because of the work you have done. Think about those things, meditate on them, visualize them, and let them push your energy towards that direction. And this next point has to do more with like things to do after your exam, and that's just simply like praying and thanking God. Because unlike the unbeliever, as a believer, after your exams you have a responsibility, and that's to keep praying and thanking God after your exams. Okay, the thing did not go well, no wahala. You keep thanking God, you keep praising God, because you don't know what can possibly be happening behind the scenes. But sometimes you might actually write the right thing, and when God forbid the lecturer is marking your script and he's very, very angry, and behold, something that on a normal day he would just be like, it's not that deep, let me not remove mark. He just comments the mark like mad. So just constantly praying for favor, constantly praying, for God to change things after your exams can do a whole lot more than you can ever know. Because in those moments there's nothing you can do, but there's definitely a lot God can do in that moment. So after your exam, just continue praying and thanking God for the results that you want to have, and I'm sure that you definitely get it. But the thing is, there's a whole lot more to the production operations of your day-to-day activities when you're in school, and I've actually gone to depth about what you need to do for your tests or your exams, your assignments and group projects in another video that I feel would sincerely deeply help you. So click on this video by this side, where I go into a deep dive of what you actually need to do in terms of your tests and your exams, and I know that this will help you a lot. So thank you very much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in another video.